right, it's official. We are on your station. Please, whatever you're doing now, stop it. Find something else to do. Basically, watch us. We'll figure out what we're doing now. Now today we have decided not to go on my Facebook with you guys on it. So the only way you can watch this now is by going. You go to my page and it's coming up. Go to the Governor's Comedy Shop page. It's coming up. Go to the YouTube channel. It's coming up. But from now on, we won't be doing the Steve Beery live Facebook part of this onto your phone. Okay, this is what you see now is coming through. It's through the Governor's thing. We figured it out. We're getting technically savvy here. So that's that. Let's move on to some other things. I want to talk about you guys today. As you guys know, I have a great propensity for unpreparedness. It's one of my great luxuries that I like to share with everyone, that I, in fact, don't do anything with a safety net. Today's no different, but I want you to know that today my unpreparedness is done on purpose, okay? My general laziness, that's the party favor that keeps shooting out of my nose and my neck beard. Those things are laziness. The part where I didn't bring a guest or anything today was selfishness. I just wanted you guys all to myself tonight so I could just chatter about what I think is important. You know, this week, for the guys from the neighborhood, there's usually a lot of guys from the neighborhood on the show, and we like to embrace them. That's part of my the joy of this. So that's why we do it. So we want to go back to our roots a little for today and just point out good news, bad news. Big for the people from Island Trees High School of a certain year. You might have seen the post I put up that Big John Cremens has went to the next level. So I'm just going to tell you about that. That was a sad order of business for me. I did go to see him before he passed away, and it was bad. Not gonna lie to you, and watching guys get sick is part of the theme of the show today. So I don't want you to, we'll get to the funny parts and the other stuff, but I want to just cover a little serious ground today. You know, in the fashion we used to do when we were doing this during the pandemic. So if bear with me for a little while. I just want to get this stuff off of my. I want to say congratulations to my good friend, another Island Trees guy, class of '76. Billy Orlando has been recovering from some horrible MRSA type stuff, and he's coming along right now. I finally got to talk to Bill after 3 months. I wasn't able to contact him because we didn't realize how sick he actually was. So watching that happen to Billy and him coming back is a great joy for me right now. I'm glad to have Billy back in one piece, so wanted to share that with the people from the neighborhood that are watching. All right, moving right along. Here's some things that I thought were interesting for today. Why would you? I know everybody's going to be itching to talk about the debate today, and I'll entertain that for a little while. If you want to talk about that, I think it is. But I mean, if you really wanted to be serious about the debate, why would you put it on the same time as the Met game? Okay? I'm sure that nobody's interested in that as much as they are in how the Mets may have a shot at getting into the playoffs today. I don't even think they do. Doesn't matter. What matters is that they're playing, and I could barely compete against the Mets on this TV show. How can you do it? How can you be Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and expect to get any viewers when I'm on and the Mets are on? Please, you're not fooling anybody. You thought that this was competitive? Got a little something for you. This is what I'd like to point out about that, because today is, this is 9/10 Today's 9/10. So we're going to have to do some spirited reflection on what tomorrow is, whether we want to or not. So the first thing we want to do is, when we're talking about the debate, and I know the guys are going to want to talk about this, and is do this for me or for yourselves. Leave the visceral hatred part of your political views out. Tonight, we're going to watch a debate. We're all going to watch it. And we're all going to watch it because we think that it's a good idea. And like anything matters. It doesn't matter to us, really. These two asswipes are just going to make us all angry. But try to decipher the idiocy from the policy. Okay? You got two great performers coming on TV tonight. And whether or not you think they're great performers, that just the fact that we're going to watch them proves to us that they are great performers. You can shit all over Donald Trump all you want about how he came from money and stuff. He still made it to president of the United States. You can tell me that Kamala Harris was once an actual, malted milkshake. It doesn't matter to me. She still made it to vice president of the United States. So no matter what you Von Bergs out there think of these two assholes, it's okay, but one of them is going to be the president of our country. So instead of just shitting all over them because you don't like them, listen to the policy part of tonight's debate so you can make an educated decision on who you want. Stop worrying about all the things that don't affect you. Like I was watching the Fage Libre the other day, and they were talking, about like, how's your 401k now? Okay, for those jerk-offs like myself who never tied up any of their money in anything but, cash in their pocket, I don't have any money in the stock. So yes, my life is horrible compared to what it was, 4 years ago. But that has nothing to do with what's going to be going 4 years from now, okay? The policies that get made next will be what affects me. The policies that already affected me are gone. The ones that affected me right now that are currently bothering me, the stock market has no bearing on me anymore. So if it does on you, you got to vote one way. You got to vote the way that your pocketbook, that your grocery list, that your car payment, that your electric bill, that your gas bill is out there. Okay, that's what you got to vote for. Not for whether or not somebody cackles like a hen. Not whether or not a guy's got fucking orange hair. Okay, not whether or not the guy, fucked a poodle or a dog. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is the policy concerns that these people are bringing to the table. So tonight, when you're watching the debate, try to keep that in the back of your mind, all right? That there's no reason for your visceral hatred. Figure out what's going to be good for you, the voter. And remember that if you, even like I told everybody a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to probably vote for Chase Oliver, who's not going to be on the debate stage, simply because I don't like either one of these people. However, should someone sway me tonight with some directives that sound like they're actually good for the American people, they have an opportunity to get my vote. Right now, I wouldn't mind having them at my pool party because they're big shots. Hey, look, there's Kamala Harris. She looks great in a bikini. So does Donald Trump. Why is he wearing that? Okay, I get this is the shit that intrigues me. Not whether you hate people just because you hate them. Stop hating just because you hate. That's my lesson for today. Now, here's a couple of things that we're going to go over that for today that just me, going through mindless banter. Word of the day. We're going to figure out a word of the day. And today's word of the day is going to work in unison. From now on, the word of the day will work in unison with the people at the tavern. So, should you hear the word of the day and go in and mention it to the person tending bar, you will receive something in honor of learning that word. So it's kind of a reward thing for you guys who watch the show. So if you're watching, we're going to, as people start to chime in, we'll figure out what the word of the day is for today. I'd also like to, like I said, the elephant in the room, always on this day of remembrance, tomorrow, 9/11. I think everybody went through the 9/11 experience. Me and Tony were talking about it a little earlier, about, the Hindenburg versus the Titanic versus Pearl Harbor versus World War II versus World War I. Like, every group of people in our country has something that was terrifying to them that they'll never forget. This 24 years ago or 23 years ago was one for me and guys of a certain age. A whole generation of people just will never forget this. It'll never be funny to us. It'll never be, it'll always sting when we talk about it. And the stinging continues because all of us that are watching this have a friend now. When it happened, we all wondered, it was 2 weeks before we knew that we knew got killed. And you was, oh yeah, I definitely knew this guy. And that stuff went down. But over the past 20 years, we've all lost scathes of people, hordes of people, from cancers and diseases brought on by breathing the air that was around that site. So many guys have gone the hard way because of this. So many good guys have gone the hard way, and we all know them. So, just try to keep them all in your prayers today. It was an awful, awful day, and so many guys went down there. I was telling Tony a minute ago, we're going to bring Tony in a couple of seconds here because I've kind of ignored him for the past 3 weeks. But, what your role at 9/11 was, and I'm not talking about the shit boxes that went down there and thought it was a tourist attraction, so they could get a pair of sneakers and some free water. I'm talking about those guys that were coming to the bar afterwards when they finally had done 5 days in a row and still smelled like death and burnt plastic, and came in, to talk about it, and the other guys that were going down that weren't them, that weren't the guys that never got the free shoes, that were wearing the same melted off boots for 2 weeks trying to find their brothers and stuff. Those guys that are down there that were going the hard way of cancers afterwards, like, I have nothing but respect for all of them, and every single guy that was down there, doing that. So a little prayer for all the guys that got sick, all the guys that, the guys that suffered the mental anguish, the guys that suffered physical tragedy, the people that lost friends, family, all of that. Take a moment here just to reflect on that. And sorry if I'm bringing you down, but I just have to get this one off my chest. So that is today's thing. So now we can move on to other stuff. We've got that out of our hair. Let's move on. This week, I want to thank our sponsors from Shiner Beer. I think we're going to put a little graphic up on the screen so we can see that. They are the proud sponsors of this year's HorrorCon. Julie has been working feverishly on that, trying to get HorrorCon to get off the ground. And the guys from China have become our number one sponsor. There'll be other sponsors, but since they sponsored tonight's show and that, I wanted to get them a huge plug and make sure that we got them. We also got some other cool stuff coming on for you tonight. We're going to show you the HorrorCon preview. Okay, we got a preview. We shot it yesterday, so I want to just talk about how incredibly gifted Aaron and Julia are getting this stuff produced. The great Kevin Mundy was also on set. So we made a little film for you. We're going to show that in just a few minutes. So let's continue on with the stuff. Let's get Tony in over here. Tony, what do we got going on for tonight's? We'll just go through the regular. We got Bring Your Own Vinyl. Jim probably just walked into the bar now. So Bring Your Own Vinyls tonight. We're hoping that Jim will come and give us a little taste of what's going on the turntable. Tomorrow night, the triumphant return. I got it wrong last week. For those guys that get used to me fucking the pooch every week. Last week I told you that Let It Bleed would be back, and they were not coming back until this week. Let It Bleed will be back on the stage tomorrow, giving you all of the great hits of the Rolling Stones. Thursday is our sponsored open mic night. The guys from Murphy's Music sponsor every Thursday's open mic night. I'm sure that Jeff and the gang will be down to play some songs for you. Always a joy to have them in. And open mic, I brag about it all the time, about how our open mic's been going on for 25 years. 15 of them run by Mike Longo. Way to go, Michael. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. Friday, what do we got Friday, Tom?
Friday, you have Sunday Girl and the Ramones.
The Ramones. Okay, Larry from the Ramones. Just so we can be clear about Larry, I was gonna have Larry on his show today, and that was, again, just my intense laziness, you would think, was the reason he's not on. The reason he's not on is because something shiny happened, and I have the attention span of a moth, and I didn't call him yesterday to beg him to come on my show. But Larry is a killer. Larry is in 4 different bands. He's in one that does the Chili Peppers, one that does Iggy and the Stooges, one that does the Ramones, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, and a Doors band. And if that ain't enough, he's also got another band where he does, regular cover band. Like he just does other artists. So he is the real article. And, truth, when you watch guys, you always hearing me talk about the young guys and how I get to watch it. Larry, who's built like a guy in his late 30s, okay, is probably closer to my age than the late 30s. And he's a brick house. He's in great shape. He's carved up like a downtown Christmas tree. The guy's amazing. Christmas turkey. The guy's ripped up. And he plays in all these bands, and each one he's better at. And I've watched him go from being a guy who had a hobby to a guy who's building a musical empire. Hats off to my good friend Larry. I wish him nothing but success, and he's been nothing but great to the patrons and public at Mr. Beery. So Larry, if you're listening, the Ramones this Friday, out of sight, man. What else we got, Tony?
Well, I just want to make sure I'm reading that flyer right. So it says Sunday Girl on top, then underneath Blue Alien Mystics. So that's another band?
That is another band. It's
okay.
Blue Alien Mystics. And
then the Ramones are under that.
And I think Shawnee from Jones Crush is going to be playing, and Danny Crusher. So it's Larry and Jones Crusher. So the guys that have been around the bar, these guys have been playing in the bar. The Ramones, Danny filled in for the late, great Donnie Ramone, and Shawnee's a killer. He was in the band before. This is a great act. So I'm not really familiar with Blue Alien Mystic yet. I'm sure I've heard him, and I don't know. And Sunday Girl, I'm blowing my usual brain fart, but yeah. Hey, welcome to Grandpa's TV show. How you doing, boys and girls? Everyone having a good time? I haven't seen anyone call in to say the phone number's on the bottom over there.
Yeah, we've been showing the phone number sporadically here.
Okay.
Sunday you have hot bands. So what is that?
What do we got Sunday?
Sandman and the Sleeps pilot program.
Oh, is that Sunday or Saturday? It's Saturday.
Sorry. Yeah, Saturday. Forgive me. Saturday the 14th.
So Saturday's pilot program. What else?
Let's see. Gone Stereo.
Let's
see. Sandman and the Sleeps.
Sandman and the Sleeps.
Something.
I've seen Gone Stereo.
Something Bitter. It said.
That sounds like my wife. Sorry, honey. Are you watching this one? Or I'm just joking. Please. Okay, listen. Here's the deal. If my wife doesn't go on the show, then you guys can't tell her anything I say about her. But she might be watching tonight, so I got to be really careful. So there's no Janice jokes tonight.
We have a phone call right
now. We got
a
phone call coming in. Now that's what I love. Who do we got? Caller?
Hi, this is Kara.
Mrs. Who?
I'm Steven's niece. Yeah.
Who is this?
Your niece, Kara.
Kara? Is that who this is? My niece, Kara? Can we tell me in the thing?
You can't hear her?
No.
Hang on, watch out.
Kara.
Hold on. Hi.
My niece, Kara! Holy cow! This is our first phone call from Colorado. Holy cow, I'm so excited. What's going on, Cupcake?
Nothing. We're just, my friend got hurt in a dirt bike accident, so I've been taking care of her. We decided to tune in.
That is so cool. This is the highlight of my career now. Kara calling in. Kara is my niece. She's the middle child of the middle sister. It's like, it's like a blues song. I'm the second sister of the second daughter. I'm gonna rip out my harmonica and rip one up for you, kid. How you doing out there? How's Mike doing?
We're doing good.
Right?
We've been, having fun. The snow's almost here in Colorado.
Yeah, it's got to be freezing out there.
Yeah, it's like 50 degrees right now.
Yeah, I made Tony turn the air conditioner around, Kara. I'm like a house cat. I can't be anywhere where it's not 70 degrees. Like, you remember watching Batman with Mr. Freeze? I'm like him, only it's got to be 70. I can't. Don't do heat. Don't do cold. What else is going on? Are you still you're instructing skiers, right? That's what you do?
Yeah, I'm a ski coach.
That is so cool.
I'm also managing a hotel now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How come no one tells me anything about you? I don't like this. I think you have to call in every week and give me your report now, because the rest of these people aren't telling me anything about my girl. You're like did I ever tell you you're my hero? I love that.
No, you're my hero.
No, you're my hero. Kara, it is so great to hear from you. Are you coming home for the holidays?
I'm going to be home for my birthday, for my 25th birthday.
What did you just say, 25th?
Yeah, I'm turning 25.
You're turning 25? What the hell happened all my life? Holy smoke. I keep thinking that you're not old enough to cocktail yet. No, I just thought I was just giving underage people drinks all this time.
You were.
God, I love you so much. I'm so glad you called in. Thank you.
I love you too.
I'll give you a call when when I'm not on the TV set. All right?
Okay. Sounds good.
Love you, baby. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
That is the highlight of my week. Holy cow. Kara Conroy in from Colorado. I'm hoping some people call in from other parts of the world. That is really neat.
There's definitely a lot of comments.
Cool. Who do we got? What's
All right,
talking?
I'll
get some-
I'll read some Facebook comments first.
That'll be great.
Let me go back. So Rick Wine,
Ricky Ween, Dickie Ween, yes.
Okay, he says hi. Joe Judge, Cheryl Kakamo Coffee.
Yep.
Jeff and I say hello. She says, Mike Longo loves the hat.
Thank you, Michael.
Joseph Judge, how'd you find out about the poodle?
Nicely played, JoJo. What are you doing? I thought for sure we'd have some commentary from you and Della Chiara already on the on the state of affairs tonight. I just can't think of any reason not to be mocking our bad choices. But I would love to see everybody that just hates for the sake of hating listen to what's going on tonight, and maybe we could debate that next week.
There's a lot more with that
Okay.
on the YouTube feed. I'll finish the Facebook comments first. Cheryl Kakamo Coffee says, the word of the day should be peace.
I like that, Cheryl.
Ed Furchland, hey, Steve, how's it hanging?
Very good, Eddie. Good to hear from you, man. It was good seeing you last week. Really enjoyed you.
Tony Sherrano, I can never forget that smell and taste of the dust.
Oh, yeah. Tony was at the World Trade Center. I smelled it on the people that were coming in. Horrible.
Joe Judge thought you should bring your own vial. Let's see. Terry Fraser says hello. Tony Sherrano says, how hot were the bands from last Sunday?
Holy cow. Tony, let's talk about my Sunday was very exciting this week. I didn't talk about that. But Sunday, I got to judge the blues contest out at Katie's place in Smithtown. And we sent a couple of bands on their way to Memphis, and the Cigar Box Kid won the solo artist thing. It was really a great day. And I shot back. I got to the bar just in time to catch Glenn Strange, that was a guest last week. They ripped the cover off the ball this week. Holy cow. Tony Sherrano's Challenger Baseball League fundraiser was a great success. Tony, if you could tell me the name, what was the last band's name? All the bands are great from what I understand, but the only two I got to see was Glenn Strange and the last guys. What was the name of those guys? They were incredible. Great stuff, too. They were a kind of a dead Allman Brothers thing. What was the name of them, Tony? If you can tell us, that would be great. I can't see you guys. So what's happening now for the people that have been watching this for a while, I can't see what's happening anymore. I'm going to figure out how to get a thing up so I can witness what's happening soon. So the reason I'm not dropping your name is because I got to have Tony do that now. But I'm glad to see you guys are all getting on here.
Because you could probably...
Technologically weak,
should
Steve Beery.
You should be able to see the... What is this? Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
This is
the
Facebook.
Mighty Quinn.
Just turn your volume down.
Oh.
But, turn your... on the phone. Turn your volume down. Wow, you really are technically challenged.
I am technically
There you go.
unbelievable. Now I can
Attaboy.
see you guys. Billy Conley.
Those are the Facebook comments. So if you want, I'll read you the YouTube comments.
Thank you, Bill Conley. That is outstanding. Yes, this is going back to remember a conversation we had during the pandemic? This is where we're going right now. Get your lawyer friend back in. This is where we're going to make this one work, Billy. This is all on you. I blame you, you mutt. Next week's feature, just to tell you what's going to happen next week. Or maybe next week. I mean, not next week, but soon. I just discussed this for you guys that like the cartoons in the beginning. Okay? I don't know if you like the cartoons in the beginning. And personally, I don't really care. I like the cartoons in the beginning. It's my fucking show. Okay? So they're going to be on there no matter what. Next couple of weeks, me and Tony just discussed this. I discussed this with Barry Goldberg, my key artist for the past 40 years since we're little kids. Barry's been drawing pictures of me since I'm 14, and it's great. It's a great relationship of art that goes through. speaking of which, we're going to show you something else in a minute. But first, Barry and I are going to do something where we're going to have Barry draw live on screen for you guys. So we're going to have a feature where Barry is drawing while we're chatting and get us a cartoon for the next week. So this is going to be great. We're going to bring him into the studio, which is rare. We're still not going to show you what he looks like. We like to keep that a secret. I'll tell you he's very handsome, but you're going to have to take my word for it because he's never going to go on camera. So that's just part of the fun with him. Yeah, so you see Tony's got some merch up on the screen. We got Let It Bleed up on the screen.
You want me to read some YouTube comments, or you want to show you?
Yes, we want YouTube comments. So I don't know who's on YouTube. So
yeah, so I'll tell you right now. So it started out with Eddie saying, "Hey, it's Eduardo watching from the bar."
Oh, nice, Eddie.
Now Joe DC, do you know?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, he's got a lot to say going back to what you started the show
Perfect.
with.
We were waiting for that.
He says, "Oh yeah, the Mets are going to protect us from terrorism. The Mets are going to protect us all from all sorts of stuff. I guess it's more important for sports. Is Mickey Mantle going to put food on your table? The president has nothing to do with the stock market. The stock market is its own power. It has nothing to do with who's president. The debate will change nobody's mind. If it's going to change your mind on this debate, then you just ain't paying attention." Then Kenny Vining. "Hello, Steve Beery. I'm watching your show right now, buddy." And he just says his name. And then Eddie Eduardo says, "Steve Beery for unity."
I love that, Eduardo. And let's go back to Joe Delachiara. Joe, I just want everyone to watch it so we can talk about it next week. I don't think that either one of these people are going to change my life one iota. I don't have any money in the stock market. In fact, I got what's in my pocket. I'm going to try to go get a Yoo-hoo on the way home because I think I've earned a little sugar. Other than that, this election will have no bearing on me except for my cool comments between you and Judge, which is really all I live for. Like I said, I didn't bring a guest on today because I just wanted to be selfish and play with you two guys, with the guys that I like to play with. This is what this is all about for me tonight. I want to be shamelessly self-promoting and talking about all the things that are going on here. You can see on the screen I got what's up there and what keeps changing around. That's what's happening, but I still haven't talked about much of it because I just wanted to be around you guys. And I love just hanging in with you cats. So how's my friend here? Is that right, Terry? I did not know that. I never put you and Barry in the same thought process. I never knew you guys together. I know you both for 100 years, and I never thought of you guys hanging around together. That's really cool. Barry's got some sick stuff now. And he's, you got to see his son's work. His son's work is unbelievable. Both of them are incredible. But the one guy is he's like a Hollywood guy. He's going to be doing stuff that we're going to be watching on the big screen forever. He did the Sphere a couple of months ago. He was able to do that thing. Getting the gig on the Sphere is unbelievable. I think he also just got hired by Billy Joel to do Billy Joel's artwork by Billy Joel. Like nobody else cutting through. He cut right through the thing. Like Billy Joel himself wanted him to do the work. Not that anybody cares about that, but all right. So we need some other things going on. Here's what I wanted to show you guys. Here's a little teaser for the HorrorCon promotion. Okay, so we're doing a HorrorCon promotion sponsored by Shinerbach. Yesterday we filmed this, and it's pretty funny. So I think you got 2 minutes. Let's watch this. Let's see, Tony. Can we cue that up?
Ready?
Ready? Here we go. This is the HorrorCon promotion. Julia and Aaron Mundy and I put this together yesterday. So this is how quickly the technology changes in my life. These people killed it, and here it is.
Would you like to hear the tale of how I created this beautiful, beautiful creature?
There you go. Kevin Mundy is probably going to get the Academy Award for that. Can we thank, you like the shameless plug for Shinerbach? We got him in there. So we're learning some cool stuff. What do you guys think about that? Oh, that's great, Joe Judge. Yeah, this ought to be a fun one at the tonight with you and Joe. I can't wait till next week to just go over this again. Did you like the show? Okay, that was well, we did that yesterday. We did that in the bar yesterday afternoon. So here's some things that are coming up for the guys. That's just part of the promotion. There's a whole bunch of dance segment going on. Julia shot the rest of the promo last week with a whole bunch of guests in the tavern. So there's a dance part of this. It's going to be great. So that's just the teaser. Okay, that's our teaser. We're also going to do one of these for every holiday we got coming up. So in the next show, we'll probably announce when we're going to have the group come in and be able to be interactive and be in the shoots that we're doing. So keep your eyes open for that. We're going to be doing one for the Christmas show. We're going to be doing a Christmas one. So I want to invite everybody down and all the people that are watching, like Murphy Velez that's watching. The promo will be out in 2 weeks. The full promo that we shot will be out in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing one for Christmas where we're going to have everybody come in the next couple of weeks, dress in their Christmas outfits and do Christmas songs with the karaoke thing so we can film everybody and make a nice Christmas video for you. So getting shit in the can is going to be, I know that's funny to you, Joe. Both Joes. Getting stuff in the can is what we're going to be working on. Oh, yes. Big Beef. All right, we got a little thing going on right now. I think Big Beef is going to be the 27th. Okay, we're not sure if Big Beef is going to be the 27th or not. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be the date. We have not secured the entertainment for that day. It will, of course, be Georgie Capone and Things Unknown or Unknown Things. It's one of those. And George has been instrumental in this event with Dave Christian and all my pals from that side of the world every year. But I haven't I think it's going to be the 27th, so get your roller skates on and get down to the bar. Has anyone seen my, speaking of merch, has anyone seen my shirt? We still got a few of these left. It's not many. I'm going to tell you, these are without question the most comfortable shirts ever made. They're actually made out of recycled plastic bottles. So I don't know if that was just what they're made out of. I didn't know that. I would have loved to have been taking credit for that, but that's what they're made out of. And it's the material is absolutely perfect on your skin. We're going to get one of these for Tony. We still got them available. They're, I think they're $55 a piece at the tavern. For cash, if you got to use a credit card, there's a VIG. If you want me to mail one to you, there'll be a upcharge on the thing. You can go through the, I know there's a PayPal account. Longo's got it printed. You saw him on there before. Longo's got a thing on the website that you can go to and click on that so you can order one, and that's how it's working. We also got the tie-dyes. I think Tony had a picture of them somewhere. We got tie-dyes. We got sweatshirt tie-dyes. They're running out fast. They'll be gone by the end of the week. And then we'll have another... Thank you, Murphy, for Les. That is true. The new... when's Big Pig? Big. You want to do a pig? I'll do a pig, but the pigs don't go as far as you think to do. I would really rather do like the pork shoulders and do them. The pig looks cool and all of that, but it's really a big mess compared to like doing the pulled pork in the box. I really prefer to do that for those guys who are asking. But no problem with doing some swine, some beef, some chicken. I don't care what we do. I love to cook for the group. And in fact, at this point, I love to watch my guys cook for the group. Because I am, again, this is the lazy part of my show, as you guys have seen from my beautiful neck beard and nose hair. So we're not doing any close-ups on me. What else we got coming up, Tone?
Let's see. I've been showing photos for all the stuff coming up. So Saturday, September 14th, we didn't name all the bands before. So Sandman and the Sleeps, the pilot program, Only on Weekends, Gone Stereo, and Something Bitter.
All right.
So that's a bunch of bands there. Let's see, what else? Night of the Live Loopers, that's on the 22nd. You did mention you don't know about the 27th, but here on your website, it does say Armada is on the 27th. I don't know.
Is it Sunday?
That's a Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
So the 27th, is that that's of September? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I was mentioning October 27th. Because
right. That's right.
I'm all
I knew
over
that.
the road.
Yeah.
So the 27th. When's Bad Mary coming back?
I don't see them anywhere here.
They should be on their monthly residency.
All right, let me see.
I think 2 weeks. Want to make sure they're going on because I really want to invite the kids from Glen Strange on a night show and get them on with Bad Mary. That would be a perfect combination.
I'm looking at October. I don't see them listed anywhere.
Isn't it cool? I put things on my wish list into the ether. It's like if I say it on TV, will they let me do stuff?
Does that mean somebody's back at the bar and now making phone calls? Steve wants that band on. Get them in here. Yeah, I don't see them anywhere.
They should be on.
Let me check November.
They should be on this month.
I
don't know what's going on with that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't see them listed anywhere.
Where is everybody? Okay, so let's go through stuff that we need to do. We need a word of the day, and the word of the day will be rewarded with the shot of the day down at the bar. This will be the bartender's pick of what you'll be tasting, but it'll be something that we want you to taste. And if you mention the word of the day, it will be redeemable for a taste at the tavern. Okay, so that's what we're doing with that. So let's get word of the day up. I think we had a couple of people throwing them in, right? On the YouTube, we're throwing them word of the day.
Yeah, I believe somebody said peace, I believe.
Piece I like.
Joe DC said hydroscopic.
Hydroscopic.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
That was his word of the day. Let's see what
I'm a
else.
huge Joe. Both of my Joe guys, they are so polar opposite, but I'm a huge fan of both of them. You know, a lot of guys are not of either one of them, and you know, some guys are really right, but I'm a big fan of both guys. So I would like to put them in a cage match. You know, both covered in Wesson oil and with hatchets. That would be.
That's a weird sexual.
Naked.
Yeah, that's a weird sexual fantasy. You're scaring me right
Well, it's
now.
not. It doesn't have to be sexual, Tony. It's just
I'm glad I'm sitting over here.
Gross and violent at first, but it gets sexual after the chopping starts.
Yeah. So Tony Serrano is saying redeemable. He likes that for the word of the day. So redeemable, peace, and hydroscopic.
No, I hope, Judge. I hope that no one would ever say that. Okay, that's off the rails. I don't think even the great mouth could do that. I don't think that even he is that callous. Okay, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be, but redeemable. I like that as the word of the day, Tony. I do like that because
You like that? Redeemable?
because you're one of those guys that is suffering from 9/11, related problems, and you've come through it pretty hard. I'm very. Oh yeah, speaking of smorgasbord, my little love cake, Terry Frazier. We will be doing the Massenkrugen. What day is that? We got that coming up. The mug holding contest for Polana. I think it's a Sunday. We're going to be doing that. It's for the Oktoberfest. We're also going to be, for those guys who give a shit, I'm going to be up at the Oktoberfest at the Masonic Lodge in Oyster Bay on October 19th and 20th. I'll be there during the day. October 13th is the Oktoberfest.
Just got it up there. Yep.
Well, that's very good. Good. Nice. I'm good to see some interaction. I'd like to see Joe thanking Tony. That's nice. Murphy says the October 13th is the Massenkrugen Sunday. That should be a great day. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can no longer hold a mug like that. That's pretty debilitating not to be able to do it. I'm guessing my kid now, the great Gregory Wallace Beery, should be able to be pretty good at holding a mug right about now. He's been working at a steel company, lifting a lot of stuff. We saw one of the flyers up here was a bunch of hot sauce. So I'm going to release by December. We're going to change the Beery hot sauce line to the Barbecue Greg hot sauce line. Okay, he's been talking about this for a long time. So we're going to have a line of hot sauce dedicated to the great Gregory Wallace Beery. I'm just announcing that now because I got to get the old goldenrod on this and scratch up a picture of my son, which will probably just look like me without a beard, but he's going to have his own cartoon. You can't move the ball without having your own cartoon, especially if you're going to be doing hot sauce. So we'll be printing up a box of them. They'll be available by Christmas. So we'll have more merch for Christmas. I'm going to do another design. Whatever's left of these, we only did 100 of these. Okay, so I don't know what sizes are left. If you want one of these, put your order in soon. I'll get them out to you.
Joe DC is asking, do you remember
I'm feeling
Jerry
great,
Dink?
Joey. Who?
Do you remember Jerry Dink?
Jerry Dink.
D-I-N-K.
Jerry Dink. I don't remember the last name.
That's what he said.
But what was he a high school guy, Joey, or was he Dink? Oh, wait a minute. I know Jerry from Dinkalaka. Jerry Ugel. Yes, I remember Jerry. Holy shit. Jerry and his wife died horrifically in a the car was running in their base. They died from asphyxiation. And I went to Germany with Jerry and Mrs. Hugel, who I loved to death. I was such a huge fan of hers. You know, Jerry would get his fourth beer and become a goose-stepping Nazi. He was funny shit. Funny guy. But you know, he had some chinks in his armor. But his wife was really a cool German lady. With the you're gonna come. I hung out with them for a lot of times. I was blessed to have known them, and such a tragedy. And and it kind of, if I had to look back and reflect on the two of them, it's almost poetic that they went. When I say horrific, they went in their sleep because they both slept through dying, and they both went together. So maybe there's something to be said for that. I think they had to be in their 80s by that point, but they were still knocking back beers and, talking shit. It was just wonderful. And I did have the opportunity to go to the Oktoberfest, all VIP'd up from the guys from Hofbrau. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life, and it was with Hugel and Mrs. Hugel. Really, thank you for bringing them up. Great Lenny Coyne also died. It was all of those German folks. I mean, I'm sure Tony is now watching and wondering about, because he was one of those guys that knew all these people. It was a cool little unit. All the German guys, really enjoyed them. Yeah. So sorry about that. Went off a little tangent there. What else? We got anything else we got to talk about, Tony? We're running out of time, so we're gonna do. What are you drinking? Everyone knows. And what did we say the word of the day was, Tony Serrano? Resilience, was that it?
Redeemable.
Okay. Redeemable. Okay. And why will we use redeemable be word of the day? Oh, I love the word of the day sign. Oh, Tony's the greatest. Oh, this is so cool. I feel great, Joe. I did not get back to that comment. Yes, I feel great. All things considered. Redeemable will be the word of the day. Peace is always a good word, and we can use that, extensively in all of our thoughts. What are you drinking, Terry Frazier? Something vodka-y. Tony's probably having a German beer. Joe Judge, Scotch. Joe Della Chiara is probably having an iced coffee or something with vodka. Cheryl's having a Jack Honey, a Jim Beam Honey, and a Budweiser. Mike Longo is watching. Mike, anything you got for me, man? What do you think I should bring up? Did I forget anything? Today's show was dedicated to just the people who Tony wants his spotting. Okay, vodka works for Tony. Cold ice water for Murphy Velez. Thank you, Joe. I'm feeling awesome about that. The last time I am feeling really good. I'm moving around like a cat again. I still got some issues, but you know what? I'm in good shape, man. I'm really doing well. Okay, like a year ago, wouldn't have been doing this show. Now, everything's coming up roses for me. So, let's make sure that everyone, getting all your prayer warriors out there, say your thanks to the guys who need some help. Be kind to the people that you need to be kind to. Billy Conley. It is yes, the growlers are redeemable. In fact, just so we can be clear, the growler thing seems to have died a horrible death. So I'm sitting on right now like 300 growlers. So the growler program is available, Anybody who wants one can come down and get one. Take them, and this is it. You could take them and throw them out now, and don't even bring back the other one. And I have enough of them that you can have 40 of them in your house. You know how these go. What happens with me is I'll bring one home. I won't wash it. I fill it with mold. I put it in my recycle bucket. I buy another one. I bring it home. I drink the stuff out of it. I leave it on the floor. It fills with mold. I put it in the recycle bucket. And then there's 4 of them in my kitchen. My wife is, what with all those bottles? Get them out of the house. So that's how the growlers work with me. I should just only drink beer in the tavern. I did, however, because you guys know that I never know if I have the right amount of weed in me or not enough. Today I think I had exactly the right amount, but I got to drink like a half a shot of Uncle Nearest bourbon today. Holy cow. I not being able to drink is one thing, but not being able to taste whiskey is just never going to fly with me. And so today, the guy comes in, we're going to have a little taste of the whiskey, and I said, all right, let me just have a little sip. And, next to my niece Kara calling in today and making my day so much brighter, that might be the highlight of my week. All right, we're going to wrap it up now. Anything you guys want to say before we go? Any questions you got for me before we go? Anything else that we want to talk about? It's going to be left for next week. We'll have guests next week. Don't know who they're going to be. Joey, I would love to pull the cork out of one of these Uncle Nearest and just have one with you because it was delicious. And I know that you appreciate some good brown spirits. So let me be the guy who takes you on a tour. I can only have one shot, once in a while. But, I'm thinking about maybe if the doctor takes me off blood thinners, I could use that as I can't see Jack Daniels working anything better than warfarin or Xarelto or any Eliquis, any of that shit. It's got to work the same way, right? And taste better, for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I didn't bore you. If I did, tough shit, okay? I love you all madly like my own family. And today, like I said, we had my own family on here. It's been a highlight of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. I don't know where my good friend Scotty is, but I'm going to do it myself. Once again, thank you for showing up. See you next week. Beery out.